beautiful. Look at the very old female, and one of its, more especially the female that we're facing now, one of the left ears look like it's folding into backwards. It could have been an accident of fire before. She's facing that way, as you can see there, and that it could be one of the signs to indicate the elephant is a lot more old. There's been a lot of experience from her in a different ways. She's a very old female, and also tiny little ones. Very, very cute. Elephant is amazing. It's operating in families. All these elephant here are all families. They won't get separated altogether. They were going to live together for life. If one of it or two of it, somehow it get to be separated, the whole breeding herd of elephant, in a daily basis they go and look for the other two or three that means get separated from the rest of the herd, and by that time they will be a lot more aggressive to everything else that comes across with it out in wild. It could be vehicle, it could be human being. So it's just really, really dangerous. If elephant is seeking for one member of the family that has been lost, or it might be get separated for some reasons, it's really, really becoming more dangerous. All of them look like they're having 2 to 3 youngsters here. Look, they're still young, age of under 6 months old, age of old. Most of these 3 youngsters that are here. Drinking water, as you can see, they use trunk. They sunk the water and really put on the mouth. The trunk, get to be used for various things: collecting fruit, collecting grass, even pushing trees. Most of the time they use head and the trunk together. Tiny little baby. And look at the like speaking something on the ground itself. And while still young, all these baby elephants, it take a while to use the trunk very properly. They're not professional when it comes to using trunk. It has to be taught with the mother, which it can take at least 4 to 6 months for the youngster learning from the mother how to use a trunk. After that, he or she will become a lot more professional on using trunk. And because of the trunk, it's a very slow learning process, because the trunk has got almost 50 muscles on the trunk, so it has to be taught well how to use it, and it will be so much slowly the process to use the trunk properly. A lot more protective from the breeding herd, the youngster. If anything come here or lands or whatever, the youngster will be all in the middle, and the mother will try to push the lion away. Or if you come across a vehicle with them, what they'll do, the mother will put them all into the middle of the rest of the herd. And really, as you can see, the youngsters are right in the middle. They won't be outside. They will be right in the middle. It's how the protection of the elephant, and most of the time, how it's been structured. And now, as I mentioned early in the morning today, wherever with us on the drive, we start to witness quite a lot of breeding herd of elephant enter into the area. So because of we right at the end of the season of Marula, and also we have a round leaf teak is one of the trees that elephant migrate into different areas, which is far north and also into the area in Southern Juma. So most of the time, elephant will be here. They will migrate from north into south, from south to north. They're always playing that role here, in and out. It's very amazing elephant when it gets to mate. It takes at least somewhere around 22 months. That is a pregnancy period of the elephant. After that, nearly 2 years, it will give youngster. And the youngster will start to mate with the female when it reach up to 5 to 6, 7 years. Will start to mate. Male will be more interested in the female, and she will become pregnant. So early stage like that. And she will have babies after 22 months. If she's 5 years old, in the age of 6 or 7 years, she will have a youngster. So it's a it's one of the animals that's, when it comes to growing, very, very fast, especially the female. A male elephant, when it gets to at least 18 age of old, is when he kicked out from the matriarch society and go and join so-called bachelor head. We have two groups here. There's an elephant inch or right in the dam world, two of them that just spotted earlier on with young here. He's not a part of this group, I believe. They just came here, and this breeding here, they just come and met them here. They won't join there because on that age, they're still young, is where they start to think or start to test themselves at the bulls. And most of the time what they do, they like to mate with the female, and they're not that much experienced. And the female doesn't like that at all. As you know that out in the wild, the survival of the fittest, if bull's a lot more strong, is the one that is going to mate, and that it also helps when it comes to genetic issue. If it's big bull and looking very good, female is going to be interested on. Look at them. All of them that feel more vulnerable because it's quite open here. And they're having youngster, and the protection of the youngster, it need at least a little bit in the area where it's a little bit thick, is where the youngster feel like a lot more safe. Look at that young male just joining the female, and most of the time will be interested in the young females. Will take a trunk and sniff on the female, especially the behind legs is the area that she will go. Look at there, she's behind. He's checking on it. Look, is how she can test whether the male or female is in mass or not. If it's really on mass, is where you can find that they'll try to follow that particular female. But most of the time, you find all males that are a lot more experienced. They protect the youngster when it comes to mating. Is the one that like to mate. They'll get to the female first and try to mate before the youngster come in. And always, I even mention this, the youngster, because elephant is not something that they can simply get to mate. Look at the two young males are testing each other for the power, and that helps. They're not fighting actually, it's kind of a play. So most of the time these young males, quite often what they do, because sexual activity is very active, they can become on mass at any time. However, if they come across the scent of the female that is on mass, automatically they will be on mass, will start to, on a secret gland, to drip also on the urine. It will be also, on the sexual part of the male, it will be always urinating to show that she's really, he is ready for female. Most of the time these young teenagers are a lot more inquisitive on pushing or playing or charging vehicle off into the areas where there might be